Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Alicia from Primarily Optimistic and I currently teach kindergarten. If you are not new here, hello, welcome back. I'm so glad that you are here to join me for another video and hang out. This is going to be my kindergarten teardown. This is my 4th year teaching, and every single year I tear down my classroom because I either have a new classroom or I'm switching schools or switching grades. And this year I put in my resignation back in March, and so I'm tearing down my classroom for another time. And yeah, I'm not going to get into too much detail of why I resigned or what my next plans are. I think I'll create a different video for that. I just want to stick to this video being classroom teardown so that it's not super long. So if you're not friends with me on Instagram, be sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can see all of the updates that I have. So it is currently May 21st. I've already kind of tore down my classroom for the most part, but I just haven't had a chance to do an introduction with it being at school or someone being in my classroom. There we go. I love automatic sensors. Anyway, so this is a little bit later after my classroom tear down. I still have a little bit to tear down and still go through. Like, I still have a lot of my things in the front that I need to take down. We still have one more week of school. Our last day is May 25th with a work day on May 26th, that Friday. So I still have a little bit. However, as I was planning for this current week coming up, I didn't realize that honestly, most of our learning time is like come to an end. This is just our last 3.5 days because that Thursday will be an early out. And so 3.5 days of just spending time with our students and loving them before sending them off for the summer and then going to first grade. I'll show you what my classroom looks like and then we'll get started with our takedown. This is what my room currently looks like. I'm really glad that I didn't take a lot of my paper and borders down because after the celebration I had parents come in and want to take pictures, but most of it is kind of down. Still a lot of paper to take down, and then I have a lot of things to do still, like in the front. So this is what the classroom looks like. I'm just going to clean out my stem bins and kind of put out my last set of stem bins, ones that are easier to clean up quicker, and like the small piece ones can be put in a bag. That way I can start packing up my classroom. I also need to reorganize these and just take these home, and I want to keep them in a separate spot so that like when I stay home with my boys can have like stem bin tubs to play with. So I'm going to pack these up now and just use bigger items for the last week and a half of school for stem bins. I also decided that for this year when I'm packing my classroom, I'm going to try to put everything in clear tubs so that I can see what I have. Since it is going to be a while since I'm going to be teaching again, I want to get away from the boxes and organize things based on what they are, like all my math manipulatives together, everything for literacy together, my decor together. And so I'll show you the bin that I decided to pick for my classroom decor and things hanging on the wall so it can all be together. That way when I ever set up a classroom again, if I need similar supplies, it's all in that one bucket and I'm not digging through multiple buckets to figure out what I need. So let me show you what I decided to get. I decided to get this long tub. I think whenever I was at the store, it was suggesting it as like a gift wrapping paper basket, but I think this will be enough to like hold my borders, my decorations, my lights, my flowers, this decoration here. I think it will hold all of that where when I'm decorating again, I can just pull it right out, have it when I'm decorating, and then be able to pull some other things that I am looking for later. But that is my game plan. So this tub I plan on having out until the very end, until everything is taken down. I'm going to take down the things that I don't need. So I took down like my red wall, my red word wall, and put that away. I took down my anchor charts. I'm going to leave this up for just a little bit longer, along with my alphabet chart. I also had already taken down my numbers and my birthdays because we're at the end. Also, another time when I was kind of packing up my classroom during when my students were at specials, I cleaned out all my math manipulatives. The good chunk of them weren't mine, but they were all in buckets that I did purchase, so I still had to go ahead and bag them all. So I took what was mine home, like in a bucket. But the other ones are bagged, and I just left them in that big shelf, and so I'll show you what that looks like. So down here is all empty. I can't take away this black paper because my students will go wild if it's exposed, but these tubs stay here. They're for math and focus and what the previous teacher had given me, so they're not mine. They're going to stay, but everything else is kind of put in a bag and waiting for the next teacher. And then I also cleaned out my stem bins and bagged up some of the ones that I could take home easily. And I left a couple like morning tubs still of like big items that would be easy to pick up. But I also bagged my supplies, but kept out the necessary things like pencils, scissors, and glue if needed. My plan is to be able to put all my storage things in a bucket. Hopefully, so I've just been stacking them here to keep track of them. I also have all my book bins from the library here. They're stacked there. School supplies, like I talked about, I just put them in bags because it's easier to store. They are originally in these tubs. But it's so much easier to pack things away with a Ziploc bag than it is to pack the entire tub. So that's what we did there. I think before I leave, the other couple things that I want to take down are my banner, my colors, and my shapes. So I think I'll take down my school friends and bag it up. My colors, Life is Sweet in Kindergarten, I'm going to take that down. I think I'll take down this anchor chart and those because we don't need that anymore. And my shapes. So I think that may be the next thing. And then I'm going to call it for today and take more things down. Maybe not Friday, maybe not tomorrow. Today's Thursday, May 18th. I probably won't be able to take anything down tomorrow because we have our kindergarten celebration and it's an early out. And then right after I leave school with the early out, I will be going to go visit a friend in the city. So we're going to leave here as quickly as possible. So here's what the classroom looks like. I tore down all of that. I took down my penguin poster that we did like the week that we came back from school. I took down our how to apologize to a friend. And yeah, this is what the classroom looks like so far. I had originally decided that I would, sorry, excuse the voice. It's like 5, almost 5:30 in the morning on Sunday. I just wanted to come in and get some extra things done. Originally, I had put in an order for like a U-Haul to pack all my things up that Thursday after our early out. However, I'm currently using a loaner because my car is getting fixed. And so I think with the room in the back, I'm able to kind of load what I already have packed. So maybe I won't need that U-Haul. So that's why I kind of came in today so that I can grab some things that are already packed and load them up without all of my kids being in the car. Because he sits in that very back, I'm not able to lay down the seats and put more things back there. But this loaner has a pretty decently wide trunk and deep. So I think I can put some of my furniture. So I went into the library so I can take that little table home, the rug home, the chairs home, and take some other things that I've already packed away also home today. The library is done. I put all of the normal regular books here. However, and I put my seasonal items there or stories that I want to read to the boys or keep aside for when I teach. But this, I ran out of room over there. So this side has some extra seasonal books that I can pull to. I put it on this side so it would stay out of the normal category books. Okay, I think I'm going to take down the paper on my bulletin boards and I'll kind of show you how I plan on storing them in case you were also taking down your classroom and want an idea as well. Okay, I pulled it all down. I'm going to just take all the staples out. I literally just pulled it down. It all came right out without tearing. I'm gonna take down the paper, not recording it just because that takes a little bit longer and that's not interesting to watch. So I'm going to take out all the staples and then I'll kind of show you how I organize my bulletin board. Okay, I keep all my border of the same type of border together, and then I keep my big pieces separated from my small pieces that I had to cut off because they didn't fit, because the small pieces aren't going to twist in here. So I'll usually rubber band it, or you can use a binder clip, you can use a paper clip, but I like to use a rubber band at first so I know which clip to pull when I'm pulling off. And then I will just kind of roll it so that it'll kind of stay nice. Now I don't roll it super tight because I don't want like a ton of crease. Like I won't make it super small, make it a little wider. And then roll it all so that it'll stay nice. So I have this chunk is shorter than the rest of this because this side was part of a roll that just kept continuing to go versus this one had like long pieces. So I think I'm going to binder clip this so it'll stay before I keep rolling. I don't have a big binder clip, so I'm just gonna use like the giant paper clip to secure this. Here we go, and then I can keep on rolling without it kind of falling apart. There we go, and then it'll stay nice. And then I'll secure it one more time, maybe with some tape, so that way it will stay and be okay, and then I can just put it in my box. Okay, I taped it down on the edge. I've never really taped it down, but I honestly don't think it'll be a big deal because it is like on the edge of a border, and you can easily cover that up if it were to ever like pull and leave a mark, or you can just cut it off. But I started saving my border my second year after I was packing up my first year, because I was moving upstairs to a different classroom, still teaching the same grade, but I realized I didn't want to keep spending money on border with it being so expensive. So I've tried to save my border each year. This border is about 3 years old. I had it since my second year of teaching. Some of it is from last year teaching, but most of it is from my first or second year teaching. And I just keep it tight, like rolled up, so it stays nice. And all of the staple marks, when I go to staple again, I will try to staple it in the same spot so there's not so many holes in my border. So I hope that's helpful for you if you are packing up your classroom and are looking for ways to store your border. I do this because I tried to do that hanger option where you clip your border and you hang it up, but with so much border, mine would just fall down. It wouldn't stay together, or if I hung it in the closet, it would eventually get smashed against something. And so I just roll it up and put it in a container so that it stays nice. My teacher tip for you, if you are taking down your classroom decor, is using one of the staple removers, but it's the flat one that just slides in. I've used the claw before, the one that has like the very sharp ends on it, and it just ends up tearing your decor or leaving holes in it. So the flat one is really nice because it just slides right up and you're able to take it off without damaging your decor. All right, here's what the classroom looks like so far. So I'm at the part where I don't want to leave everything to the end, because on Friday for the workday, I really don't want to have to do anything else. I want everything to be able to be packed up and already taking home. So I need most of my things already packed and ready by Thursday. So anyway, I think that is probably all for today. Again, today is Sunday, May 21st. I will keep recording as I take other things down to kind of show you my process. Yeah, I think we got a lot done. It is 7:30 in the morning, so I've been here for about 2 hours now, taking things down, and I think I'll leave it at that. Before I leave, I did want to show you how I'm organizing my box and showing you what that kind of looks like. So let me flip the camera around and show you really quickly before I leave and pack my car with some of my things that I plan on taking home from the library. All right, here's this box. Again, I think I told you that this is supposed to be like a gift wrapping paper storage box, but I put all of my decor in a Ziploc gallon bag and I labeled it so I would know which one was which. I actually even kept things together like my banner so I wouldn't have to redo that. Red words, things for the writing center, my shapes. So everything is labeled so I know, especially with words, like I put life is sweet in kindergarten, so I know what this spells and I don't have to dig out the letters or what I'm looking for. So that's one way you can store your decor. And then I have wrapped the borders. This was that paper I rolled up, and then I just secured it with a rubber band. Some other decor that was behind my small group table, and the lights. I decided to also rubber band these so they stay together and don't bundle up, and I can figure out what I'm looking for when I take it apart. So this is that decor bin. Only decor will be in here so that when I decorate my next classroom, it is all ready to go, and I just only need this bin to really get started before bringing in my others, and that way I'm not digging and searching for items to set up the walls and decorate like that. Hi everyone, welcome back to another day in tearing down my kindergarten classroom. I've done a lot today. I took down my other 2 bulletin boards that I talked about the other day, and I have everything off of the walls. And I'm starting to load some of my furniture to take home. I did rent a U-Haul for my furniture because I thought that I was going to need it. With my other car not having enough space with my boy in the back. But now that I have the loaner, I think I'll have enough space to take home most of this furniture. So I'm taking it home now. It is Wednesday. I have a day and a half left of school, but I would really like to be packed up by the last day of school and not have anything left afterwards when we come back Friday for that teacher work day. So let me show you the classroom. So all my wording and stuff, all of that's taken down. The bulletin boards, transportation in my mirror. Everything's taken down, most of it kind of piled. So I'm going to see if I can get these 2 in the back of my car today. I would also really like to take my rolling cart home. I plan on using these for my craft markets because I also have a small crochet business. So I'm planning on using these as decor. And then I have my decoration box all filled. So I think I can also take this home now too, just because I don't have any more decoration wise hanging on the wall or needs to be in that box. So I'm going to go ahead and load it up on this dolly and see what I can get into the car. I'm also hoping maybe I can take home a lot of this organization. I was planning on putting these in tubs, and I probably still will, but I also know that I'm going to be doing some schooling things with the boys when I stay home, so I don't want to completely pack it, but also I ran out of tubs and I don't have any more boxes, so it might just be one of those things where I stack in my car, organize in my garage, and come back to later. Okay, we're at another day of classroom teardown. I did a lot of things while the kids were working on activities in the classroom and playing. So I'll kind of just show you what my classroom looks like now. Okay, so while the kids were playing this morning, I was able to clean off the 4 cube shelf there and move it to the back of the classroom. And I was able to clean off my desk and clean off the other 4 I had 2 4 cube shelves, so I was able to do that. I finished boxing up my phonics things in my small group, so that's there. I moved a lot of things to the back and tidied up. I've already taken some things to the car, but I still need to work on cleaning out the cabinets. It's like art supplies, and a little bit below is stem bins, and then this closet also needs to be cleaned, but everything else like this all needs to go home. And I bought a couple more storage boxes to help with like keeping the art supplies together. And then I still have this bookshelf too, but I was able to clean off these shelves, and then I just need 1 box to put in the headphones before I can completely take that home. But this shelf is going to stay here. It wasn't mine. So that's what the classroom looks like so far on another day of classroom teardown. Okay, I was able to record a little bit more, or pack a couple more things. There's another literacy box, all craft things, tidied up this, and packed some more supplies. I'm going to take these home because I already put the supply box in my car. I was able to organize this. This is going to wait until tomorrow. This is going to wait till tomorrow. And then my cabinets. This snack stuff is for tomorrow for our last day. But and these books stay. stay. And then in this cabinet, everything in here was already here, so it's going to stay as well. But I got that all organized and packed. So I have one more empty tub, and I think I'm going to put my books from that little shelf in there. But I'm going to go home now. Tomorrow is our last day, and it's a half day, so I'll finish packing up tomorrow and move some more things. Okay, my dad came to help me with the carpet, and it's in his truck, and one other load that I wasn't going to be able to fit in the car. And my classroom is pretty much packed up. Just a couple loose little ends that need to be picked up, but we're all packed. Hi guys, it's another day of classroom teardown. I actually forgot to video the last part of my classroom. The last video, or the last clip that you saw of me showing you my room, I just only had a few things left to take. But this morning was a work day and we had to go in, and I was busy working on my end of year reports to send out for the teachers for next year with the students that I had, and that took a little bit of time, especially because like all the other teachers kept coming into the room and talking. And then I just got to the point where I just really wanted to be done, so I put the last little bit into my car and turned in my keys. I turned in like my laptops and my charger, and then turned in my end of year checklist, and I just walked out the door. That just was not the place for me. And so I'm not super sad that it's over. Someone else had asked me, are you so sad that you're packing up your room? And I just said, no, I'm not. I'm not sad that I'm packing up my room. I'm looking forward to this next chapter. So thank you so much for watching my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.